So we have news regarding the test screening results for James Gunn's Superman, and the word on the street is it is absolutely garbage. That's right, baby. It has been reported that James Gunn's Superman did not resonate with audiences. Now, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I feel is James Gunn's major flaw in his direction style, and also why it may not fit that of Superman. Now, look, before I get started, I would like to address something. I'm pretty sure that there are some geek typing right now in my comment section, you hate James Gunn. You don't like his movies. You're just a DC hater. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like James Gunn. I do not like his movies. I do not like his style of direction, right? And not to mention those tweets. I would never forgive James Gunn for those Twitter tweets. And if you are willing to do so, maybe you should go look in the mirror. As for your boy, I cannot forgive him for that. And as for the you're just a DC hater, I'm a fan. I have always been a fan. The difference between me and you is I refuse to live in a delusional reality. That's right. Some people see DC failing and they're still praising it. Not your boy. I have been letting you know for years now, about 3, when DC is failing. When the Suicide Squad flopped, I let you know. In fact, the thumbnails for those videos was hilarious, man. I had the skeleton and the empty theater. Yeah, that's right. I let you know. When Wonder Woman 1984 flopped, I let you know. Blue Beetle, I was there. The Flash, did you see me? And that of Wonder Woman 1984. I let you know all of them flopped. When the Batman became successful, I let you know. That was some positive news. When the Superman trailer reached over 250 million views in 24 hours, I let you know. See, the point of the 4KO is to keep it real with you. I'm not going to come on YouTube and tell you guys some lies, right? Yeah, I give you my personal opinion. Even if something isn't on the lines of me agreeing with it, right? I still give you the facts regarding of it. I just want to let you know that. So before you declare me as a James Gunn / DC hater, just know just half of that is right. Now let's get into today's news. This article is coming from comicbookmovie.com. It is titled Rumor, Superman Buzz Not Good. Following test screenings, tone compared to Captain America, the First Avenger. Now, I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. That sounds good to me. I love Captain America, the First Avenger. I don't know about you. That film was awesome. So that is a positive for your boy. Let's keep going here. Let me make this bigger so I can see it better. The first trailer for Superman received widespread praise when it dropped last week, but we can never have nice things for long. Talking on the hot mic, Jeff Snyder and John Roca shared what they heard about the recent test screenings, and it's not great. For context, you may recall on December the 6th, the Hollywood Reporter revealed the following. We heard from multiple sources about one screening in particular on a lot and with his close-knit crew of people he trusts. So basically his family and friends. We're keeping the buzz about the movie itself in our own Fortress of Solitude, but we can tell you that the movie will be doing a few days of additional shooting in Los Angeles in the near term. Snyder claims to have met with a source who knew multiple people who had seen Superman and states the buzz is not good. I'm hearing bad things. I'm hearing you should be worried things. It sounds like James Gunn is aware of some of the feedback. So, that's supposedly why reshoots are taking place. Though James Gunn has said those are pickup shots and no scenes, no reshoots. However, another source in the editing world told the reporter that there are plenty reasons to be nervous about Superman. Let me lick my chops with this one right here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. First up, James Gunn claimed that the reshoots was pickups. However, I reported to you guys that that was a damn lie. Think about it. The pickups was something that James Gunn haven't even done for the entirety of his career. Now suddenly he needs pickups days after the test screenings. I mean, I know a lot of people, they're all up James Gunn's butt right now, his anus. And they're trying to accept every excuse that James Gunn gives them. And they're not using their common knowledge, right? They're not using logic. Why didn't the pickup shots happen before the test screenings? I mean, answer that question for me. It makes sense that you go in and you fix the problems that people were complaining about while walking out of those test screenings. People are delusional, right? I mean, they're trying to make any excuse for that at DC because they're tired of them just being in the gutter, right? But you have to understand what DC is at this very moment is their own damn fault. All right, next up. I made a video the other day and I said that Superman fans are hypocrites, right? And in that video, I made a point of how many Superman fans has the character wrong, all because their first introduction to the character was that of Christopher Reeve. My first introduction of the character was through comic books. So I have a wider spread of imagination when it comes to Superman. You know, I don't have him tied to one certain version. So I'm open to all of them as long as it is good, right? And with that being said, maybe, just maybe, James Gunn has a little bit too much of Christopher Reeve in his movie. That maybe. You know, the complaints of Superman not saving people, you know, I don't know where this complaint comes from. You know, they say Man of Steel will die on this hill. They say that Henry Cavill Superman did not save anyone. And I'm like, I don't know what movie you watched. I mean, I can name multiple scenes where he saved people. In fact, the film opens up with him saving people. You know, those people on that oil rig, the kids in the bus, you know, the guy in the Smallville fight, Lois falling out of the sky, the sergeant when Fiora was about to stab him. I seen him save people. I think that people feels that Superman has to save people throughout the entirety of the film. But in reality, you have to tell a story first, right? Don't get me wrong. Some people care about how Superman is saving people. However, when it comes to me, I do not care how Superman is saving people, right? I don't give a crap about in which matter he's saving someone as long as he is doing it. That's just how I feel. So that brings me to another point here. James Gunn cannot tell a story revolving around that of one character. In fact, he may have never done that. I think Slither, maybe, that might have only been his only movie, but everything else was ensemble. You feel what I'm saying? And when you look at the Superman movie, there's too many characters in it that you have to develop. You have to develop the villain, and there's another villain in there that Superman is fighting. You're going to have to develop him, the engineer. You got to develop all of these extra characters, and not to mention the supporting characters as well. And some people may feel that that could be a little bit convoluted for them. You got to follow all of these characters all over. You remember what I said? Superman has more features than a mid-2000s hip-hop mixtape. That is a lot to keep up with. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people, they didn't come from that era, right? But you have to understand is those mixtapes, sometimes they will have 30 or 40 songs on them. And you may very well feel fatigue going through all of those songs. You can only hear music so much, right? And you can only see so much unfolding on the screen. We got Justice League International. Don't forget we got What's the guy name again? Lloyd. We got Maxwell Lloyd. We got him in this film. We may have him in this film. And not to mention there's word that of Supergirl will also be in the film. See, not only is Superman fans hypocrites, I do feel like DC fans in general are also hypocrites, because they are so open to this world that's already established and introducing all of these characters all at once, but they wasn't open to it a little while ago, right? First, DC was trying to catch up. Now, it seems to me like they're just trying to get a head start. You know, like, come on, man, start me at the, damn near at the finish line, right? While you take off from the back. That's how I feel. So that is James Gunn's major flaw. Now, over the years, I have noticed this about him. And another thing that I feel like his major flaw is he cannot tell a good story. Yeah, I know you're going to say, dude, look at these Rotten Tomato scores. You talk about he can't tell a good story. But I feel that those Rotten Tomato scores are fueled by people who had fun. That's it. Oh, man, it was so cute. Rocket and these animals sitting around in the circle and the camera panning. That's it. His story sucks. There's a reason why Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Volume 2 was about that of Star-Lord, but when you get to Volume 3, it is about that of Rocket. It's because he had written himself into a corner regarding that of Star-Lord. Part 2 should have been Part 3. That's how I feel. Now, you can, have a different opinion about that. I'm not going to sit up here and dog all over, ridicule you for your opinion. That ain't the 4KO. As I say, we are all fans, and you're free to like something in which way you want to like it. But this is my opinion. The guy just cannot tell a good story. And that is why I feel that he was not right for Superman. I was about to say Superman, but Superman, right? Because he will have to do something totally different from what he have done in the past. This is like new territory for that of James Gunn. And as history serves me correctly, that is hard. That's hard. That is hard to get into telling stories differently from what you're used to. Not all directors can do that. Yeah, Christopher Nolan can. Maybe that of James Cameron. Yeah, James Cameron went from Titanic, which took place in the ocean, in the North Pole somewhere, and then he went to that of Avatar. You know what I'm saying? He was even about to get into that of Alita Battle Angel. I believe he only had produced that film, but James Cameron can transition to different genres in regards to that of movies and that of Christopher Nolan, but I don't feel that James Gunn has that talent, right? Don't get me wrong, it is still the same genre, superhero movie genre, but I feel like the approach is different here, or should be different. When you watch that Superman trailer, yeah, you can say it's a good trailer. It's not a great trailer, but it is kind of all over the place. It is. And maybe James Gunn's Superman is just a film that is a montage, right? That he's just showing Superman saving people, and then it goes back to whatever they're doing. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. As I said before, I'm free to do so. I'm free to do so. But coming out of your first test screening, this is not good at all. Now, many people are going to try to put some icing on this half-baked cake, right? But I would like to ask you, did you have the same attitude with that of Captain America Brave New World? Do you? I don't know. Oh, by the way, they also say that people are saying that the film also feels like that of the Mummy films. See, that is where you lose me at. Don't get me wrong, I'm on board with the Captain America First Avenger feel, but I'm not on board with the Mummy. You know what I'm saying? The Mummy is a movie that is about that of the main character. What is his name? Brandon Routh? Not Brandon Routh, man. Brandon Fraser, right? His character. I forget his name because I haven't watched The Mummy in so long. It is a film about him, but it is also a film that tells the stories of many characters all at once, right? So I do not like that. I don't want to go into the Superman movie and feel like it has to establish other characters. So with that being said, this may very well be DC's last chance at a cinematic universe. So they're desperate. So be on the lookout for multiple test screenings. Just be on the lookout for it. We know they're coming. They're definitely coming because they're going to test this thing over and over and over and over again until they get the results that they want. And a lot of times when films go back for multiple test screenings, you can feel it in the movie, right? You can feel where they filled in here or what looks different. Some of these actors, they don't look the same. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you can. Now, to be fair, there are situations that films have gone through this, but they have come out great. And I think the article makes a point here regarding that. Where is it here? It's worth nothing but a hand. Okay, sure, the negative. No, they don't give me an example. It doesn't give me an example. I thought it did. It doesn't. I really thought that it did, Robert Pattinson. All right. Nope, it doesn't give me an example, but I'm pretty sure there are plenty of other films out there that went through multiple test screenings and came out on the positive side in regards to that of the box office. So let's just hope that James Gunn could get this correctly. And by the way, before I get out of here, I would like to address some bonus news. Down here at the bottom of this article, it said, in other DCU news, Snyder believes that Robert Pattinson and Gunn both want to bring the Batman into the DCU, but it's Reeves who is pushing back. As for Andy Muschietti's that the Batman Brave and the Bold, it still won't appear as one of DC's priority projects for DC Studios. So right now, Batman is up in the air. We don't know what we're going to be getting from that project. I believe that James Gunn is trying to hold on or hold off from the Brave and the Bold to try to get Robert Pattinson's Batman into his DCU because he is an established Batman already and he do not want concurrent Batman universes running at the same time. So we will see what comes out of that situation. I have a feeling that Matt Reeves is going to lose big time here, like for real. I'm your boy. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end, help you boy out that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. I'm trying to reach that magical number of 10,000 subscribers, so I'll be highly appreciative. You will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. And if y'all going to hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button. To help me out with that algorithm, baby, but in the comments below, let me know what you think about these test screening results. Did you see them coming? Personally, I did as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you did. And also, tell me, how do you feel about what I said about Gunn here today? What his flaws are? You know, he can't tell a story about one character, and he's not a good storyteller.